Sports Media 7. Today, we're going to be going live with MG5 Sports. Hey, how you doing today, Mike?
Yes, sir, man. Thanks for having me. Our first first live video, and I'm doing good, brother. How you doing, man?
Man, real good, man. We had a little technical difficulties, man, getting started, but we was able to do it, man. So, yeah, welcome to our first live, man. We said we were going to go live at one point, man, and here we go, man. Today we're going to be talking about a few topics, man. It's going to be Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis versus Frank Martin. I believe we're going to go over the NFL draft, as well as go over NFL free agency. So, and we may even have some little free topics that we kind of go over, you know. So,
Yeah,
welcome to it, man. Hey, Mike, you got some stuff you want to get started with, man. So go ahead and lead the way, brother.
yes, sir. And hey, hey, we also got to talk about March Madness and stuff, but we'll say that for later, man. Kansas Jayhawks ain't doing
Right,
too
right.
well.
Yeah. Forgot about that, man. We definitely going to be talking about March Madness today, man. That's going to be a big one. So, hey, let's go, man. Let's go.
hey, let's start off with we can start off with the NFL free agency, man. This stuff has been going wild, bro. Some of these signings, you know what I'm saying? I think one of the biggest ones, Saquon Barkley going to the Eagles, bro. That boy Saquon Barkley, man.
Right, right.
What you think about that?
Yeah, man. Shit, that's big, man. Hey, run that back. What was that
That
again?
boy Saquon Barkley is going to Philadelphia, man. He signed with the Eagles, bro.
Hey, that's good for Saquon Barkley, man. That's big for Philadelphia. You know, I'm a Cowboys fan, so I hate to see them get anybody, brother. You know what I mean? I know there's a guy out there that I know, man, that's a real Philly fan, man. So he's definitely gonna be probably sending me something by Monday, you know. But yeah, that's big for Philly, man. It's big for Saquon, man. They this year that's kind of what they were lacking, man. They were lacking that rushing attack when they got into the playoffs, man. So I think it'd be big for Philly, man. That might make them Super Bowl contenders. You know what I mean? So they're doing big things, man. We'll see how the rest of this free agency shapes up.
Yeah, man. Him and Jalen Hurts and
For
Saquon Barkley in the same backfield, bro. That's crazy. Your boy Tony Pollard, man. He went to the Titans, bro. He signed with the Titans, man.
Yeah, man, that's big, man. That's gonna be big for the for the Titans, man. What you think about that?
I mean, I'm trying to wait. I'm trying to see what the Cowboys gonna do. Y'all just sitting here chilling.
Hey, I'm it is what it is, man. The Cowboys, who knows what they're gonna do, man. They seem to not be doing what they need to be doing, and they missed really picking up Henry, Henry from the
Go-
Titans, man. You
Going
know
to
what I'm saying? That was a big miss. He's recently bought a house, man, in Texas, so that was a real big missed opportunity by Jerry Jones and by the Cowboys organization, man. So we'll see how things shape up, man. We'll see how things go.
a Derrick Henry to the Ravens, bro, with Lamar Jackson, man. Hey man, that's a crazy signing right there. They within my team's division, but hey, my Pittsburgh.
Yeah, man. As we saw, man, Lamar Jackson, he's a big player, man. He led his team to get to the playoffs, but in order for them to have that deep run, they got to have a guy who can run the ball. And so them getting Derrick Henry, man, it's big. Like I said, it's going to make them obviously Super Bowl contenders, man. Um, they just got to, in my opinion, they just got to go out and get some DBs. You know what I'm saying? If they're able to kind of go out and get some DBs in the free agency, they can get a couple pieces um, to help their linebackers. And that was another issue is that their linebackers had injuries.
Hey,
And I think going out and getting a couple linebackers, man, is it's gonna be big.
They gonna need to go get another linebacker or two because we took their boy. We took Patrick Queen. You know what I'm saying? We signed Patrick Queen. He a Steeler. You feel me? Hey,
Right, right.
Russell Wilson making that trade for Justin Fields. Hey, my Steelers, we making some moves out here, bro. We making some moves out here, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Some stuff going on, man. It's NFL, man. It's a lot of stuff happening in the NFL. You know what I mean? So it was good to kind of see all these moving pieces, man. Russell Wilson has an opportunity to kind of really show what he can do, man. This is, in my opinion, this may be his last run. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of needed a fresh start. You know what I mean? And I didn't think him going to Denver was even a big move. Was a good move. You know what I'm saying for him. You know what I'm saying? So him having an opportunity to try this shit one more time. Um, shit, like I said, it's his last go around, man. But your team though, yeah, your team getting Justin Fields, man. That's hey, Pittsburgh, man. Pittsburgh is doing something, man. You know what I mean? So, shit, that's big, and a lot of people are, a lot of people are going to be happy about that, man. Especially over there in Pittsburgh, man. So we'll see how this thing shapes up, man. And like I said, this is do or die for him, man. You know what I'm saying? I think he has maybe 2 to 3 seasons to try to see what he can do. He's going to be learning a new system. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure Mike Tomlin is going to expect a lot from him coming out. And it's good to see, a black quarterback and a black head coach. You know what I'm saying? So, um, this is big. This is big for the culture. This is big for the NFL. And like I said, we'll see how these things continue to rock, man.
Hey, what's gonna be interesting is him and Russell Wilson having that competition, man, to see who's gonna start. They gonna be going at
That's
it.
crazy. That's crazy that you got both. You get what I'm saying? So
One of
you
them,
got a guy that is an experienced guy who's been to the Super Bowls, won a Super Bowl. He's also lost a Super Bowl. You get what I'm saying? On his throw. You got a
they
guy who
gave the ball on Lynch, bro.
right, right. You got a rookie. You know what I'm saying? You got a guy who's young, got a lot to prove. Who's to say this really isn't just a a piece to kind to bargain with? Who's to say that Pittsburgh's not going to use that as a tool to kind of trade and go out and get something else? You get what I mean? Can't have two starting quarterbacks. Russell Wilson's still a starter. You get what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
And the Browns. The Browns have a chance to get Caleb Williams. You get what I'm saying? So that's what they're doing. Who's to say that they won't go out and get Jalen Daniels? And then you got JJ McCarthy, the guy who won a national championship. All three of these guys can be someone that can go to the Bears. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I think, and then also the Chargers traded Keenan Allen to the Bears, so they got Keenan Allen. They just signed DeAndre Swift from the Eagles. They got Keenan Allen, Swift. They still got DJ Moore. So the Bears kind of looking like they.
Man, the Bears gonna be looking kind of good, man. At least being able to go downfield. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, in the free agency, who's to say that what pieces they can't go out and still obtain to kind of help the rhythm and flow of what they're trying to build there. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, really, they have a chance, man, to get more wins than they had last year. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. If I'm a Yeah, I think Chicago, they gotta do some other things though in the front office, man. They gotta low key clean some of them dudes out, man. I heard some stories and some rumors about that front office. Let's just say, they get their stuff from Columbia too, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it's all kind of things that get in the way of what we're supposed or what these players and coaches and general manager is supposed to do, which is, life, man. Life kind of gets in the way for everybody. Um, Another big signing, man. I mean, tell me what you think about Kirk Cousins, man, going to Atlanta, man,
Yo,
for what
yo,
was it,
think that
180 million for 180 million, 180
who?
million.
Hey, who is this guy's agent, bro? This he be getting
Hey,
paid,
he's
bro.
kept this motherfucker alive for years.
Agent, bro.
Hey,
Who
whoever
is
his
this
agent is,
guy's agent?
hey man, people need to go to this guy, man. This guy's kept Kirk Cousins alive, man. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? And to be honest, Kirk Cousins, in my opinion, he
bro
wasn't
got like
that great.
off
He wasn't
wins.
that great.
Bro
He's
got
proven
two
himself.
playoffs, bro, and he getting paid like he got paid by the Vikings. He's getting paid by the Falcons. Who is this
Bro, he
guy's
got paid by the Redskins too, bro. Let's not
who is
forget that.
agent, bro? Like for reals, bro. Like
That shit crazy, man. That
he
shit crazy.
getting paid, bro. No, I think
You
that's a
know,
good for the Falcons, though. I think the Falcons got some weapons, and honestly, the NFC South is not even that strong. You look at the Panthers, and they're all
right,
right.
right, right.
Saints, and they all
So let
right.
me ask you this then. Let me ask you this, man. What do you think about Houston Texans, man? They looking kind of good, man. They just got Daniel Hunter, man. 2 years, 49 million, man. 48 million guaranteed, man.
They also
Guaranteed, man.
they also got Joe
Listen,
Mix.
48 million guaranteed, man.
They got the running back Joe Mixon from the Bengals, bro. Hey,
That's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So Houston's setting up to kind of do something good as well, man. So, I'm they had a pretty good run. They were able to get into the playoffs. Um, I'm you know, their quarterback, man, he's from here. He's from
CJ,
California, man. He's from the
hey,
IE, man.
left, right. Let me see you do
Hey,
it.
it's crazy. It's crazy. The IE is kind of producing some quarterbacks, man. You get what I'm saying? Um,
He probably had the great
Jalen Daniels.
by
Jalen
a rookie.
Daniels went to a school in San Bernardino or Colton. You get what I'm saying? So, and then you got CJ Hurd. You get what I'm saying? He went to a school in Rancho Cucamonga. You get what I'm saying? So the IE is producing some quarterbacks, man. California's starting to get a lot of guys in the league. You know what I'm saying? And you got the quarterback who went to Mater Day. You know what I'm saying? Who's playing over there with Carolina Panthers? You get what I'm saying? So um, California's kind of got the guys with the arms right now. You get what I'm saying?
Hey, CJ Stroud probably had the greatest season by a rookie quarterback, man. So there's no telling what he's gonna do. He's only gonna get better, and now they're getting
Yeah,
wet
Stroud. Yeah,
defense, bro. Houston,
yeah.
oh,
This is gonna be big, man.
they gonna problem.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna be big, man. Um, the Bears. Let's jump back to the Bears, man. They signed their cornerback, Jalen Johnson, man. 4 years, 76 million, man. You get what I'm saying? So it's some shit going on. Take you back to Saquon Barkley. 3 years, 37 million, man.
37 million.
37 million. Eagles paid up. Eagles felt that this guy was worth it. You get what I'm saying? So,
The 12 million.
um,
Hey, I would have did the
you
same
know, Josh Jacobs going to the Packers.
to the Packers.
4 years, 48 million.
Ooh, 48 million.
Your boy Chase Young, he's still undecided, man.
Hey, he
You know what I'm
coming.
saying?
We gonna sign him too. We gonna sign him too, bro. We gonna sign him too. Put him on that defense with Patrick Queen, Cam Hayward, T.J.
Man,
Watts,
it's some
Junior, Minka Fitzpatrick. Hey, we coming, bro. We
right, right, right. Well, shit, man. Let's segue over to the draft, man. You know what I'm saying? So, um, it's a lot of big names coming out of college, man. It's kind of like the year, in my opinion. It almost feels like the year of the quarterback. You get what I'm saying? There's a lot of other than the top 4 to 5 quarterbacks that we know of. There's a couple guys out there. You know what I'm saying? There's a guy that went to North Carolina, Drake May. He's predicted to go to Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? So I think that may be a good pick, man, for Minnesota, man.
Something they ain't really Kirk Cousins going. I think they signed Sam Darnold. Um, yeah, they gonna need to draft someone. Hey, I mean, if Michael Penix Jr. slides down in the draft, why not? Why not? You know what I'm saying?
It almost feels like he has slid down in the draft. I'm not really kind of seeing him
Base-
in some of these predictions. I'm not seeing him in the top. It almost feels like he has slid down. You know what I'm saying? But to be honest with you, let's just be real, man. Let's just be real. Are we looking at guys, the hype that's coming out of college? Are we looking at the hype? Are we looking at the national championship? Or are we looking at a guy who can be a franchise quarterback? You get what I'm saying? So who's really to say that Bo Nix coming out of Oregon won't be selected in the top three?
yeah,
You
Bo Nix,
know,
nice man.
you
Um,
even mentioned Penix Jr. Who's to say that this guy
oh,
won't get selected? I mean, like I said, we're looking at franchise. Did you see that he got his ass busted for 4 quarters against
hey,
Michigan? You understand me?
yeah,
He
yeah.
got his ass busted. This guy can stand the test of time. This guy was still walking after the game was over. I mean, don't get me wrong, he was limping, but he was still walking after the game was over. You get what I'm saying? So I felt like he gave it all, his all with Washington, man. He willed this team to the national championship. So in my opinion, man, this guy could be a franchise quarterback.
Hey, hey, bro, and from the eye test, he can make any type of throw out there. You know what I'm saying?
Not
Now,
just from the eye test. Seems like from the game
I,
test too. You get what I'm saying? He just didn't have a line. His line, I felt like his line fell apart. You know what I'm saying? When it was time to when it was time to do a thing. You get what I'm saying? So um yeah, man. I mean, what do you think, man? Tell me what you think. What do you think, man? What you got?
well, I think with Michael Penix Jr., man, I think he's for sure a franchise quarterback. The only thing that I think franchises are worried about is maybe his past injuries because he's had a lot of injuries, and I'm not worried about none of that. I would just have to, if I was a GM or something, just make sure you have an O line because he can't really be taking too many hits the whole game like that. Like that Michigan in the national championship, he was taking a lot of hits throughout the whole game. But I like Michael Penix Jr. He can make any type of throw. I think I also like Bo Nix from Oregon. He's one of those guys. I think he's a real leader. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a real leader. But I
Right, right.
still think the most skilled quarterback in the draft is Caleb Williams, and I think the Chicago Bears are gonna go for Caleb Williams. You know what I mean? I think that's the move to make. Um, I still think he's the
My
most.
my look, man, my only thing, I like Caleb Williams. He's made a very successful career at USC, made a great value of his name. Uh, he's made a great contribution to college football. Um, my only thing is he just couldn't win the Pac-12. You get what I'm saying? Um, he couldn't get past Utah. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't get past. He barely beat a team that was assembled in his first year with Colorado Buffs. Man, they barely escaped. I want to say they barely escaped that one because the Buffs were coming back. That game should have just been a blowout and it should have stayed a blowout. You get what I'm saying? So my only thing is, uh, where are the wins? You get what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. He had a lot of wins, but he also had a lot of losses. The games that mattered. You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
he couldn't get his team to the college playoff. That was a hell of a team they had this year.
yeah,
He
they.
made a lot of ill-advised throws, in my opinion, and I just I'm just not seeing a guy that can win. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think. I think he's the most skilled out of all of them. But what I kind of question, what I do question about Caleb Williams is his leadership skills, as in like, is he making other guys around him better? You know what I mean? There's certain quarterbacks that make guys around them better, and everyone balls out. When it came, like how you mentioned, they lost some big games. They should have been ready for them big games. You know, he should have had the troops ready for them big games, and they had a lot of talent, like you said, and just to lose the big games that they did, and to leave USC like that, you know, I don't even think they won a pack. They didn't even win a Pac-12 championship or nothing, you know. So I think I definitely think he's the most skilled. But like you said, the winning and stuff, and
Look, man,
hey, Michael
you
Penix
you
Jr.
you can be
was
skilled, but in today's climate, man, can you win? You get what I'm saying?
the
Because there's a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL who aren't as skilled as others, right? We can say that guys are way more skilled than other guys, but they just haven't gotten to the Super Bowl or have won that big game. You get what I'm saying? So for me, I'm just not seeing it. You know, I'm just not seeing it, man. And if I had to go with a guy that's going to be, you know, I'm gonna be honest. I get JJ McCarthy over Caleb Williams. Don't get me wrong. I like Caleb Williams. He's a
whoa,
great guy. But
whoa.
JJ McCarthy on his resume is he has wins. He has wins. Listen to me. I was rooting for Washington for the national championship. But the way that JJ McCarthy came back and won that game, that's a winner. You get what I'm saying? We're
Yeah,
we're looking at we're looking at a guy who's going to lead the franchise. I don't just you, don't get me wrong, man. Caleb Williams, man, can probably like really he probably could end up in like Arizona, right? That's me. If Arizona had to pick, you know, because they don't have a good relationship with their quarterback right now. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Um, he can wind up in Arizona. I mean, if he's still on the board, I mean, shit, he can wind up in New England.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if the Patriots get JJ McCarthy.
They if they don't have the first pick,
They got the third. Yeah, he ain't no first pick, bro. He not no first pick, bro.
he's not a first pick, but he's a winner.
He's a winner. He ain't going first, bro.
All right, he's a winner though. That's all I'm looking at, man. I'm looking at the guys that can win, man. You get what I'm saying? They got, you know, as far as I'm concerned, man, they got Penix Jr. all the way at 28, going to Seattle. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
Hey,
I find that extreme. I find that extremely disrespectful, man.
hey,
You know what I mean?
Michael Penix Jr. He might be going. No, I'm looking at the draft order. I'm thinking he might be going to the Vikings or the Broncos, man. Maybe the Raiders. Las Vegas? Las Vegas? Las Vegas? Las Vegas? Yeah, you might. I don't know about no 28, man. I don't know about no 28. Hey,
Yeah, this is wild, man.
Las Vegas, bro. Hey, that's a big, hey, choo choo, choo.
You know, that's wild as hell, man. You know,
That's crazy. 28. It's got to
yeah,
be because of past injuries,
that's
bro.
disrespectful,
Probably
man.
dude
They
tearing
got
some.
my boy at 28, man. You know, at least put some respect on his name. You get what I'm saying?
What about?
If there's any other teams that are out there, you know, I mean, St. Louis, I mean, New Orleans Saints could possibly, you know, need another quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure who they really have over there. That's how bad they got.
Oh, you.
Winston, right?
Oh, you.
Yeah, they need a new quarterback. You get what I'm saying?
Ooh. Wait, hold on. You said they
Uh,
got him going to Seattle, bro.
yeah, they got him going Seattle 28. You get
They
what I'm
trying
saying?
to Washington, bro. They trying to keep him in Washington. That's crazy. Hey, ooh,
What's crazy to me is
DJ Moore.
how Minnesota Vikings wouldn't want to get Penix Jr. That's crazy to me. And
I
these are
would.
predictions.
With Justin Jefferson. Oh yeah, I would for sure. For sure. Hey, with Justin
That'd be
Jefferson.
a good look. You know what I'm saying? And everybody feels that Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to land in
Ooh,
Arizona. I
ooh,
don't. I don't. That wouldn't be a good look for him. It wouldn't be a good look for him.
bro,
Um,
he be one of the coldest wide receivers we've seen in a
no,
minute, man.
yeah, yeah. But
Every
who is he going? Who's going to throw to him? You get what I'm
I,
saying?
I don't know, Kyler Murray, I guess.
I'm not impressed, man. Kyler Murray's got. He has to get his mind together. He got to get
Maybe
his mind together.
maybe the Chargers can make the Chargers over here trading everybody. Maybe
Let
they
me
can
let me let me
Marvin.
let me tell you this. Chargers ain't even in the top 10 picks, bro. You get what I'm saying? They're 11th.
They got to
They're
make a.
11th.
They got to make
They're
a move.
11th, and they feel, and Charger fans, man. I know a Charger fan, man. These guys feel Justin Herbert is that guy. They don't want anyone else but Justin Herbert. You get what I'm saying? So I've always said, if JJ McCarthy ended up not getting picked, and he ended up in the 11th pick, it'd be funny and ironic that he ended up getting drafted by the Chargers, by his coach that he won a national title with. You know what I'm saying? So um my only other prediction, right, is check this out. At least within the top 5 picks, right? Let's call it the top 10 picks. It's crazy. Chicago has 2 picks in the top 10. Who's to say if Marvin Harrison doesn't slide down to 7, 8, or 9, they won't go after him. But check this out. Pittsburgh has two Pittsburgh has 2 quarterbacks in their pocket. Sounds like could they be loading up to try to slide into the top 10?
Hey, if we go get Marvin Harrison Jr., bro, and add him with George Pickens. Hey man, we need to be making. Hey, we might be trying to do something like that.
So
Just
you would basically be saying that New England or Washington may trade with Pittsburgh. It's a possibility they could trade for Russell Wilson.
and then keep Justin Fields.
I mean, I can only see them wanting the youth. You get what I'm saying? They want something they can build. Does Pittsburgh want it now? My question to you, Pittsburgh fans, since you're one of them, is: do you want it now?
Oh
Are
yeah, we
you
want
are you ready? Are you
this.
ready for the build?
Nah, we want that Super Bowl right now, brother, right
So you're
now.
gonna you're gonna keep Russell Wilson then? You're gonna keep Russell Wilson.
I mean, the crazy part
What
is,
do you,
bro,
oh, you're a fan. What do you want? Who
we
who
we
who would you start?
one.
Who's starting if you had to select right now? Who's starting
Wow, between Wilson and Justin Fields.
right now? Who has the starting job right now? Who's the number one QB right now?
I give Wilson the slight edge advantage, but I like Justin Fields more. You know what I'm saying? I like him more, but I'd give the slight advantage to Russell Wilson because of his leadership and he brings that veteran leadership to the locker room, something that we haven't had since Big Ben and stuff like that. So probably his leadership. But if that boy looking washed, hey, it ain't nothing to sub him out real quick, and put in Justin Fields. I'm just worried about the brother looking washed. That's all I'm worried about.
Looking washed, huh? Is he looking washed because of the teams that he's on, or is he looking washed um, because he's just looking washed?
Hey,
Because I felt like he
Denver.
almost had Denver. He almost took Denver to the playoff.
Hey, it could
They were on
be
a run. They were.
Denver.
I think they had a stretch at the end, man. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they did have a little push towards the playoffs.
But the biggest trade to me right now is Keenan Allen uh, Jim Harbaugh's letting everybody go, bro. You get what I'm saying? uh, he's starting off fresh, man. That was crazy to see him trade Keenan Allen to the Bears. Um, a guy who's kind of been the mold of the Chargers. That's one of the guys that I know. You get what I'm saying? One of the guys that I've seen his career. This guy is solid. He's kind of the crutch for Justin Herbert, from what a lot of people say, right? And I've seen it. Um, so, question is, what are they going to do now? Does he plan on trading Justin Herbert as well? I mean, if you're going to start over all the way. You get what I'm saying? And who do you think they'll bring in um, to get that job? And who do you think, if they trade Justin Herbert, who do you think is out there to be getting traded? Who would they trade? Who's going to trade? There's a lot of quarterbacks out here, like I said.
Well, first of all, I would not trade Justin Herbert, but if they do, he's probably going to go to Washington or New England so they can get one of them top picks. But
So I
I would not
got you.
Herbert though.
So one of my theories, man, on this is a lot of these quarterbacks today could actually start in the NFL. Let me tell you why. Other than them being good in college, actually being great in college, let's not minimize that, right? They were great in college. They set records. All these kids have set records at their schools. You get what I'm saying? Um, there was that COVID year. So these guys have had that extra year to stay in college and develop. You get what I'm saying? So Bo Nix, he can start right now, in my opinion. He can start right now. You know what I'm saying? Um, Michael Penix Jr., he can start right now. Caleb Williams, he could start right now. Agreed. Jaden Daniels, he can start right now. JJ
Hey,
McCarthy can start right. I mean, this
Jaden,
thing,
nice.
it felt like there was a lot of teams that we expected to be good this year, and they were terrible. So I do believe a quarterback could make a difference in a team. Obviously, the leaders and the guys that distribute the ball, they're kind of like that point guard, right?
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, man, this is big, man. This is big, man. Well, yeah, man. Let's go ahead, man, and go on to the next topic, man. What you got for us, Mike?
All right. Next topic, man. Let's talk about some boxing, bro. Look, man,
Yeah,
we you know what? We might as well just start this one off right, with boxing. We gonna get into the Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney and the Frank Martin and the Gervonta Tank Davis, but let's talk about Mike Tyson, man. Let's talk about Mike Tyson, man.
Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, huh?
Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, man. This dude Mike Tyson looking like a killer, man.
Yeah, Mike Tyson gonna fucking Mike Tyson's gonna hurt this guy, man. Hey, you guys leave a comment. Tell us what you think, man. Tell us what you think about this fight, man.
Mike Tyson's gonna hurt this
I
guy.
I, I just I think this is good for Mike. Mike's gonna be able to make some money off of this, right? Um, I think this is good for Mike to kind of stay athletic, kind of keep his name going. Um, I'm not sure what Jake Paul's trying to do with the boxing thing. If he actually takes it serious, man, he actually could be a good boxer. I mean, look what he's doing thus far, right? Being a guy that just kind of started doing it for kind of like the YouTube, I believe, and then kind of started liking it based on what I've seen in some of his interviews, right? Saying that he fell in love with it. If this guy actually takes it serious and gets in the gym every single day, right? Um, and stops the showboating and focus more on the technique and respecting boxing and all the guys that came before him. I think Jake Paul could be good in boxing. I think he could be good in boxing.
Will he be good
I'm,
enough to?
I'm not saying he could be a champion in boxing. Maybe he could, but I'm not saying he could. You get what I'm saying? I just think that he would be. good in boxing. You know what I'm saying? He, he'd be a good guy to make money with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Um,
I
but yeah,
think.
Mike Tyson's going to destroy him. Mike Tyson's going to destroy him. Mike Tyson's looking good for his age. Um, what you got?
Yeah, I think honestly, I think Jake Paul, like what you said, man. If he takes it serious and he trains every day, works on the technique, he can be a good boxer and maybe one day be a world champion. But I don't see him beating no top elite guys. And honestly, picking a fight with Mike Tyson, I think it's more of a money grab thing. And honestly, they're gonna sell a lot of. It's gonna be a lot of pay per view buys. They might put up a record, but hey, man, he's chewing off a little bit more than he can chew, man. This dude, Mike Tyson ain't in there to make friends. He ain't in there to box. This dude trying to take your head off, bro. Even right now, at 57 years old, the way he hitting them pads, the way he moving and stuff, like nah, bro. Jake Paul better be ready for that, bro, because it ain't gonna be like you know he ain't gonna have no time, bro. He ain't gonna have no time. He better establish that jab quickly. He ain't gonna have no time, no distance, no range. Mike Tyson coming straight for him, bro. Hey, man, I think Mike Tyson probably gonna knock him out, bro. He probably gonna knock him out, bro.
Yeah, man. Mike Tyson is going to go in there and kind of do his thing, man. I expect Mike to be the same guy. He is older, but man, it's still some power behind that punch. And if he happens to catch, when he catches Jake Paul, Jake Paul is gonna be out, man. Um, one 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 thing that we talked about this earlier, right? And this is my thought. Okay, I believe if Mike Tyson has an opportunity to fight Tyson Fury, I think he could beat Tyson Fury. Let me tell you why. If you look at Tyson Fury, just look at Tyson Fury. Okay,
Yeah.
he's not athletic, right? Mike Tyson can still kind of move, right? I'm not saying that Fury doesn't have the power. I'm not saying that Fury won't last 12 rounds. Now here's the thing. If the fight goes 12 rounds, Mike Tyson's going to lose. Okay? If the fight goes 8 rounds, Mike Tyson's going to lose. If the fight goes 5 rounds, there's a 50-50 shot that Mike Tyson can win that in a decision, right? Let's say okay, even if you call it an exposition, even if you call it an exposition, right? 5 rounds, Mike Tyson could win that. If Mike Tyson catches Fury, one punch, he's going down. So yeah, man, I believe I'm gonna say it here. I believe I believe Mike Tyson could beat Tyson Fury. Now, what I don't believe is Mike Tyson beating Anthony Joshua. I don't believe he can do that. Right? Could Mike Tyson? Let me ask you a question, Mike.
Uh,
Could Mike Tyson right now beat Francis Ngannou in a boxing match?
what? What?
Hey,
What?
let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. If I'm a Francis Ngannou fan, you know that. But if he keeps stepping in the boxing ring like this, grandma will knock him out. My grandma will knock him out.
Hey man, look, I think Mike Tyson, bro. I think he still got that punch. Um,
100%.
I think, nah, I don't think he'll beat Tyson Fury in a boxing match. But if he catches him in the right spot, going down, I do agree with that. If he catches him in the right spot, he going down. But can he beat Francis Ngannou, bro? Uh,
Hold on, my thing is tripping. Go ahead.
can he beat Francis Ngannou in a boxing match? I just look, man. That's a possibility that he can beat Francis Ngannou in a boxing match, bro. All he got to do is just land that punch. But I love Mike Tyson, man. But hey, man, dude, I just want to see him fight Jake Paul, and that's it, bro. I'm not trying to see no old guy in the ring like that. Respectfully, he's one of the greatest to ever do it, and I just think he still got it, man. But I'm just not trying to see him in the ring like that, bro. Not against no top elite boxer.
I know that he still got it. That's the
I
crazy part, man. You see the way that he was hitting them punching bags, man, hitting his damn trainer, man. He was taking it to his trainer. His trainer was ready to get the hell up out of there. You get what I'm saying? So, uh, yeah, in my opinion, man, Mike Tyson could possibly get in the ring, and if he has the opportunity to touch Tyson Fury, man, if they had that fight, um, I believe that Mike Tyson could actually win that fight. You get what I'm saying? That's my belief on it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, let's talk about the next subject. Let's talk about Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? Um, I've been seeing some positive clips about Ryan now. Looks like he's been training now. He ain't, he's still that boy's still talking, man. But he been in the gym work.
You said it look like he training now.
Yeah, it looked like I see videos of him because he wasn't posting videos of him training. He was posting. He was just I don't know what he was posting, bro. He was posting some other stuff.
Yeah, what type of training was he doing? You know what I'm saying? That is the question, man. That is the question. Or you believe it was a tactic? You know what I'm saying? Could
Hey,
could it have been um could it have been a tactic of uh Ryan Garcia and his camp, man, using the distraction as a decoy? Or like other people, do you believe that this was a real problem?
it could be half and half. It could be both. It could be both. It could be both. I think it could be a real problem because some of the stuff he was posting, it's like, all right, man, you gotta chill, bro. But it could be both. He could be trolling. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to get Devin Haney and his father Bill mad. So hey, we're almost there, man. April 20th is around the corner. You know what I mean? These guys got like a little bit more than 30 days, and we gonna find out. We gonna find out, man. But I will say Devin Haney's looking very strong. He's looking very sharp. It look like it ain't paying him. Like he ain't paying no attention to it like that. But he's been training. Devin Haney looking strong at 140, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Um,
Yeah, Devin Haney looking like he really wants this. Devin Haney's man looking like he's gonna destroy Ryan Garcia. Devin Haney has been focused from the day that he signed the contract for this fight. Um, I feel that Devin Haney really is taking this personal. He knows his boxing career is on the line, especially with all the hype that's going around. And don't get me wrong, I like Bill Haney. He's solid. You know what I'm saying? But he always has a lot of stuff to say, right? And he has to back up what his dad is saying, right? and he has to back up. And I kind of get it. His dad may be his alter ego. His dad may be his the guy who says the things that he really wants to say. You know what I'm saying? But Devin Haney, he seems to stay clean. He seems to keep it about the kids. He wants to be a positive role model, and that's what I like about Haney, man. So I'm going to pick him. I'm still going with him, man. I picked him from the beginning of this, and I think that this is going to be an interesting fight, man. What do you
Hey,
got?
there is one interesting thing that I want to point out. This dude Ryan Garcia tweeted something. He said, or he posted on his Instagram. He was like, "What happens if I pull the Mike Tyson?
What
You know,
happens if he what?
if he pulls the Mike Tyson, I bite it and I bite an ear or something." He talking about
Yeah,
biting.
he just talking, man. Yeah, at this point, he just shit talking. You know what I'm saying? At this point,
He talking about biting Devin Haney's ear, bro.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, he just shit talking at this point, man. That's some funny shit. You know what I'm saying? That's real funny to me, man. But shit, it is what it is, man. He gonna do what he ultimately is gonna want to do in that ring. He's gonna say whatever he wants to say. He's gonna act however he wants to act. And shit, I mean, it's hype. It's hyping up the fight, man. It's bringing a lot of people, bringing a lot of eyes to it. A lot of people following it, social medias. So I think that's pretty interesting, man. And I think everyone's gonna watch this fight, man. And I think they're gonna make a lot of money off of it. And like I said, I think Devin Haney's gonna come out victorious, man, with this one. So I'm not really worried, my man.
That's what it's looking like, man. I'm starting to lean towards a lot more with Devin Haney. The only thing I think Ryan has over him is the killer instinct, but I just don't know, man. Just all this that's
Look,
been on.
Ryan's a great boxer. Ryan has been a champion. Um, in many levels that he's fought in. I respect Ryan. I just think that he started off in this fight a little too hype and a little too focused on just letting it be natural, right? Letting this thing be organic, right? Um, so for me, man,
This game 7.
we'll see, man. You know what I'm saying?
Game 7, bro. We'll definitely see. And shoot, the winner of this fight, no doubt, should get tanked. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. Winner of this fight should get tanked, bro.
Yeah, yeah. That's big, and that leads us into the next fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that leads us.
Tanking
uh,
Frank.
Gervonta Davis, Frank Martin. You know what I'm saying? So
That's explosive, bro. That's explosive.
that's gonna be epic, man. This is the only guy that I'm actually worried about giving Gervonta Davis some issues. You
Oh,
know what I'm
for
saying? Frank Martin, I was looking at his tape, man. He's solid for a guy in his weight class. His body is solid, right? Um, there's a lot of mass there. So them punches seem to be very powerful, man. This guy got 17 knockouts, right? Um, it's proven behind his punch what he can do. And so if there was moments when you look back at the Davis Garcia fight, right? There were moments that we actually seen Davis get clipped by Garcia a few times. There was just no power behind that shit. So my only thing is my man likes he likes to sit back. Um, he likes to as you said, download the information, download what's going on, right? Before
yeah.
he gets in there and comes out swinging. So my only thing is when he's doing that, he gets clipped by one of Frank Martin's punches. Uh, he might go down, and I'm a Davis fan, so
Michael.
um, and you had a chance to actually interview Frank Martin
Yeah,
early on in his career, right? So you
yeah,
had a chance to sit down with him. Tell me what you think. Tell me, how did that conversation go, and what were the things that Frank Martin um, told you? Because he told you he was going to be a champion, right?
yeah,
So this feels, you guys might have a second interview coming. So this feels like everything that he said, right?
yeah. He told me his biggest fight was Gervonta Tank Davis, bro. That's what he told me. Um, yeah, I interviewed Frank Martin like 2.5 years ago, man, and before he really popped up and hit the spotlight out there, man. Yeah, man, everything that he's been talking about, you know what I'm saying? Everything that he's been talking about. He told me he had a little past in the streets, and then he just turned to boxing as well, and he's just been in the gym working hard every day. Uh, just talking to him, I could already tell, he had that mindset and that heart for to be a champion and stuff. And then just asking him some questions and everything. He's just nothing but hard work, man. He's been in the gym working hard, and I asked him. I said, "Who do you think is your biggest fight at 135 in the lightweight division? Who's your biggest fight, man?" And then he was like, he said Gervonta Tank Davis, and I said, "That's the fight that you see yourself becoming champion." He said, "Yeah, that's my biggest fight right there." Now he didn't tell me that they had some spars though. I did not know that. I just heard that they had some spars in the past and stuff. But just talking to him and listening to him, I can tell he got it, bro. And it's crazy. Two
Right,
2.5 years later, here we are, bro. Like
right.
here we are, bro.
Now the crazy part about that is, it's you. I got this from you, and I actually looked into it. So it's been rumored that Gervonta Davis ducks black fighters, right? So
Hey,
that's wild. Number one,
hey,
I'm
bro. Hey,
sure I'm sure that he's had a lot of fights um, coming from B More. B More, stand up. Baltimore, stand up, man. Tank Davis, stand up, man. They talking trash out here, Davis.
hey,
You got to
hey,
show
look,
him what you're gonna do to this guy, man. Do it
nah,
for the
look.
light skinned
I'm
brothers.
a, I'm a
Let's go,
Tank,
Davis.
bro. I'm a Tank Davis fan. A matter of fact, out of all the fighters right now, he's the one that I watch the most. Is Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, I was just speaking on what everybody else, what the haters be saying about Gervonta. They do be saying, the haters be saying that he doesn't fight black elite fighters. He ducks them. That's what the haters be saying. Now, I mean, you look at his past opponents. I'm not gonna say that that's what Gervonta be doing, but if you look at his past opponents, you know what I mean. But now he's fighting Frank Martin, so he has a chance to put all that away. He's fighting another southpaw, an athletic guy, a very skilled boxer, an undefeated fighter at that, who's been working hard and who's hungry, a young lion that's hungry. So he has a chance to put all that away, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what the haters be saying about Gervonta Tank Davis. Me personally, I think I'm gonna be real. I think Devontae can beat any of these guys. I think he'll beat Devin Haney. I think he'll beat Shakur
That's
Stevenson.
wild. That's wild, man. That's wild.
I think Devontae beating any of those guys, but I do think Frank Martin is the guy that could give him problems though. And we'll see.
Yeah, I think this is going to be one of those fights, man. Um, so here's my thing on it. The only reason why it would go 8+ rounds is because of the strategic fighter that Gervonta Davis is. And looking at Frank Martin's highlights and different fights that he's had, he throws. He's aggressive. So that could actually be his demise. It can be in his favor. Like I said, if he catches when Gervonta's doing his ducking and dodging, there's times that he doesn't keep that hand to protect his face. And I've seen him. You've seen his face slow motion get clipped. So, you know what I mean? He gets clipped by one of these punches, man. He might go down, and if it comes down to a decision because of Gervonta being so strategic, I think Frank Martin may have a chance. But you know what I'm saying? And I'm a Davis fan, so Davis would just have to get in there, do his thing, be more stand up, and Davis is just gonna have to do what he always does, man, and just put it on him just put it on him at the right time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what he does, man. That's what he for sure does. I think I'm gonna be honest. I think if it goes to championship rounds, I think Frank Martin's gonna win it. They get to round 11 and round 12, bro. Like you said, the decision. I think he'll have a chance. But you know how Gervonta is, man. He'll take his time, download the information, start setting up his traps, and then it's something about this dude. As the fight goes on, he just gets strong. He just starts swinging. Oh wow! Oh wow! Hey, Gervonta, man. I think, like I said, man, he gets
Right,
past.
right, right,
I
right.
think beating Shakur Stevenson. I think he'll knock out Devin Haney, bro. Straight up. I think Tank will knock out Devin Haney, bro. He's stopping him. Easy work.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's gonna be for me. That'd be a good one, man. That'd be a good one to see, man. Um, right now, I just think these guys need to get past the obstacles that are in front of them right now before we can talk that fight. Um, but I do think Devin Haney, Gervonta Davis was going to be big for boxing. Um, and who's to say that? Because the only issue with these guys is there's going to be the hydration clauses. There's going to be the who comes to what weight class. Uh, who's to say that they won't create another division for these guys to kind of fight in if they have to meet at a certain weight, right? One person doesn't agree to come down, one person doesn't agree to come up, but they can kind of meet at a middle weight in between that. Who's to say that they won't create a new division for that?
Hey, man. Yeah, we'll see. I think that's one of the biggest fights to make, especially if they both get past their opponents. Um, who do you think's in for a tougher fight? You think Devin Haney's in a tougher fight with Garcia, or you think Tank has a tougher fight with Martin?
I think Tank has a tougher fight with Martin. That's what I'm going with by what I see. That's what I'm going with. I'm not disrespecting Garcia in any way. I think he's a great fighter. I think he can be a champion at his weight or even at this weight. I think he could. If look, if Garcia goes in there and does the things that he used to do, he has a chance at this. He does. But I just think that Devin Haney has more to gain from this. And I'm not saying material or monetization, right? I'm more saying he just has more to gain from this. I think he's fighting for his people. I think Devin Haney's story is a lot bigger than what the people can see. I think that he has a bigger purpose, um, and I think that his dad is raising him right. You know what I'm saying? His dad has had a rough upbringing, um, had a rough time in his adulthood. Went to prison, and then was able to will and still mold his son to be the person that he is today. And Devin Haney has, a religion behind him. He speaks of Allah. You get what I'm saying? And for me, I, I don't knock any religion. I believe if you believe in something, I'm with you, right? So um, I think he has a bigger purpose, man. 100%.
Yes, sir, man. Well,
So that brings us, man, to our next topic, man. March Madness,
yeah, let's
right?
talk. Yeah, let's talk about March Madness, man.
We semi talked about it, um, but let's really get into it. All right, so um, you know, it's looking crazy right now, man. You know, Kansas Jayhawks, man, they just not doing it right now. You know what I'm saying? And
It suck, bro.
there's been a lot of movement in this bracket, man. I'm seeing some schools I'm even unfamiliar with. So I couldn't even speak on these teams. I'm automatically going to say they're going to lose against these power programs. So, um, you know, coming out of the West, man, we'll start with the West right now. So I'm seeing out of the West, man, you got North Carolina sitting at that top spot. You got Texas, right? Texas is in there. It looks like it's going to come down to a match as of right now between North Carolina and Texas. I'm definitely going with North Carolina in that one. You got BYU and Grand Canyon, man. Surprising Grand Canyon, man. University, man. Their fucking team is pretty good. Hey,
Yeah,
they're pretty good, right? You got St. Mary's coming out of there. You pick St. Mary's, and you got Baylor. Um,
Baylor looking
And then you
nice.
got my squad, man. Arizona sitting at number two. Uh,
Arizona,
as of right now, man, it just looks like it's coming down to Arizona and North Carolina, man. And at the end of this bracket right here for the West of Los Angeles. Um, and then for the Midwest, you still got Purdue sitting at that top spot. Looks like Grambling and Montana is going to have to fight out for that one. Um, San Diego State is over here on my side of the bracket, man. And I think it's going to come down to Washington. Whoever the winner of damn, this is going to be crazy, man.
bro.
Purdue basically has to either go against Kentucky or San Diego State if that is the case as of right now. That's what it's looking like. Are you seeing that on your end?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm looking at Purdue. Shoot, wait, hold on, man. I'm looking at the West again, bro. I'm looking at North Carolina, like you said. Bro, I see my boy Kansas. Like my boys Kansas is over there too, man. They got Kansas, Arizona, North Carolina. That's gonna be tough, man. I don't know, man. I don't know about Kansas, bro.
I mean, you still got St. Mary's, man. You picked St. Mary's to be in here. You still have St. Mary's in there, so that's still a hell of a pick that you picked. They're sitting at number six, man, and it looks like it's going to come down to Arizona as of right now. Arizona St. Mary's, man. That'd be a good look. I'd like to kind of really see some of these teams that are just sitting on sitting on the bubble, man, to barely get in, right? So I'm not really seeing anybody. I'm not really seeing anybody worth talking about, man. So I probably wouldn't even speak on that. Um, what do you got on the East and the South, man? What do you got on the East and the South, man? What you see, brother?
Um, well, what I see in the East, man, I'm thinking, man, I'm gonna be honest, man. It looking like UConn about to come out of there, bro. Um, I see Colorado's in there. I see Gonzaga. Those are some good teams that could possibly do something with some upsets, but I don't know, man. I think UConn, and then in the South, bro, I see Duke. I see Tennessee. They can give Houston some problems, but
Hey,
Kansas my first pick to win it all, bro. Houston was my second, so
right,
I'm a
right, right. I'm gonna
bro.
be honest with you, man. I think South Carolina can give UConn some problems. South Carolina got some bigs over there. These guys can play. I think South Carolina can definitely give UConn some problems. You still got Duke over there that South Carolina would have to go through. And I told you, man, my sleeper team that was sitting on the outside of that bubble was Colorado Buffs, man. And they're sitting in at number 10 in this East bracket. You get what I'm saying? I told you, I've been watching these fiery teams, man, and I'm not sure if they're a sleeper team anymore. I think these guys are someone to be reckoned with, man. And believe it or not, Colorado on the other side, their girls team is really good. they're in the tournament. You get what I'm saying? So they seem to be a basketball school, man. Um, and so you're right, man. I don't really see, unless Kansas can get it together. You get what I'm saying? Who's also to say that they didn't lose them games to kind of get out of that bracket they were in? You get what I'm saying? Maybe they wanted UConn right away. Who's to say they didn't want UConn at the tail end of the stretch, right?
Yeah,
And you got sitting over there in the South region for Dallas, man. You got Houston took the top spot, man. Surprisingly, UC Davis coming in at 16, man. Um, and Gonzaga, man, sitting in at 7. I call Gonzaga, man. Look, Marquette sitting at number 2, Gonzaga sitting at number 7. These were my sleeper teams on the outside of the bubble. Um, these are just like Kansas always gets into the tournament. These are schools that always get into the tournament, right? And
yeah.
I'm excited about that, man. So you also see James Madison in there, man. I believe they're on the other side. James Madison, man, always in the tournament, man. You just can't count these guys out. So, um, yeah, man, what you got, man? What you got? Who are you predicting as of right now? We got to reshape our whole prediction, man, because a lot of teams are just moving. A lot of things are moving. Um, we've seen these guys play. What is your prediction right now on who's winning this national tourney, man?
Hey, man, I'm gonna go. It's gonna be tough, man. It really is. I think I'm gonna be honest. When I look at the Midwest, I don't think Purdue's getting out of there. I think it's gonna be either San Diego State find themselves in the mix again, bro. Somehow, I think in the Midwest, bro, it's either gonna be Marquette or Baylor. I think in the East, I'm gonna go with UConn, man. But and then in the West, I don't know, Arizona or North Carolina, brother. That's looking pretty. I want to say Kansas, but I can't. Not the way they've been playing basketball, man. I got to see these matchups how they do. But honestly, I think my I'm gonna go. My first pick when we made these videos was Kansas. My second pick was Houston. I'm gonna ride with Houston, bro. I think Houston is gonna get the job done, and they're gonna win the national championship. I think they're gonna beat UConn. They're gonna beat UConn to get there, and they're either gonna be playing Arizona, North Carolina. I don't know about Kansas. I don't know about that one. Or they gonna see Baylor or Marquette.
Uh, Baylor Marquette. I'm going with Marquette, man. Marquette is stand the test of time, man. They've done everything I said they would do. I said they'd be a sleeper team that come out and definitely put themselves in a position to not be at least 16, right? And they've done more than that. They're number 2, So as of right now, I'm going with Marquette to go beat Baylor. I'm agreeing with you. I do think Houston is probably going to be the team to kind of win this national title this year. These dudes are looking solid, man. They've been playing phenomenal basketball. Um, but also, I think they still have to go through Gonzaga. They're still going to have to go through a few other teams, man. And they have to beat, the defending champions, UConn. So um, for me, like I said, this bracket is it's looking different, man. And at the end of the day, it doesn't even really matter um, how great your team is. It's all about what team shows up, right? Injuries, morale, mental health, um, relationships folding within the team and the club, such as with the coaches, with the players. There's a lot of things that tangibles that are things that will predict the outcomes of these games, right? And so, what team goes on a run and stays on a run? What I've learned over this time about basketball these years is it's a game of runs, right? Who's going to stay on the run? Who's going to in defense? What defense? How good is your defense? You can have guys that shoot all day, but if they can't stop guys that shoot all day, it's going to be a bad night. So, as we've seen in these tournaments in the past, this thing can go any way, man. David can beat Goliath, and Goliath can smash David. So
Ooh.
it's going to be
Hey.
all about what team shows up. And so for me, man, my highlight teams of this is right now is Arizona's my highlight team out of the West. I think they can get with Purdue. My other highlight team in the West is still going to be Washington State. I'm still going with my original picks, man. And I think San Diego State is a team early on that can slow down Purdue's momentum and put them in a situation to when they get into these next brackets, they can possibly lose because their momentum is going to be definitely slowed down. They're going to play against men when they play against San Diego State. So if San Diego State can keep up with them in scoring, I do think they'll abuse them. So, um, like I said, there's a lot of things that factor into this, man. So when you're thinking about all this now, and now that I put it all out there, hold on, let me take a moment. Hey, man, you guys, take a moment to like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment. Tell us who you think is going to win in this, man. Tell us what you think, man. Um, Back to it. So now that I threw all these things out to you, what are you thinking?
Um, I guess my question is, do you see any of these first seeds getting upset by a 16 seed? Are any of these first seeds about to lose their first game, bro?
The way this bracket is looking, if again, these are predictions based on what I'm seeing from ESPN, right?
Yeah.
Um, if this is the true bracket, no, they're not going to lose in their first bracket. I mean, they're probably going to beat a lot of these teams. I'm not really seeing anybody in there. Now, when they get to these second brackets, if they one got to play a five, I think one playing a five is going to be a hell of a game. San Diego State's going to get out of that. Well, they got to face Kentucky. If Kentucky goes down out of this bracket, San Diego State would have to get past Kentucky because Kentucky is solid, right? Um, but yeah, if Purdue has to play Kentucky or San Diego, that's going to be tough. And I think Texas A&M was another sleeper team that I picked. I think that's going to be tough. The reason why I chose these teams is I didn't look at these teams from just shooting the three ball. I looked at these teams from the college basketball standpoint, right? Um, Going into the paint, defense, pressure, pressure defense, full court defense. I looked at them from this standpoint: size, physical ability, physical athletic ability. I've actually watched a lot of games this year. You know what I'm saying? So I picked these teams on once we get in this tournament, man. This shit is like we all trying to get to the league. We're not just trying to win the tournament. We're trying to get to the league too. There's two things that we're trying to do here. We're trying to win the natty, trying to make a name for ourselves, trying to put our university on the map. But we're also trying to show these scouts that we can play, man. So this is the big boy tournament, man.
Yes.
These dudes come for real. So like I said, Texas A&M is a team that can abuse. Like I said, they're just going to slow the momentum down. So by the time we do get to the West Los Angeles bracket, by the time Arizona plays Purdue, man, Purdue's going to be beat down, in my opinion. Washington State,
Washington State, yeah, they in there.
they
Hey,
got to they got to Purdue has to go through them, right?
what you think
Purdue,
about
listen, Purdue has to go through San Diego State or Kentucky. Purdue has to go through Washington State. Purdue would have to go through Texas A&M or Iowa State because you know them boys at Iowa State can ball, right? Check this out: Utah State. By the time these dudes play, they're gonna be beat down.
Hey, what do you think about San Diego State versus Baylor, man?
San Diego State.
Whoo! what about San Diego State versus Marquette?
Marquette.
Ooh.
I
What
don't see
happened?
them playing. They're not playing. But
No, these are just questions. These are just
yeah,
questions. Now? What happened if Marquette played Arizona in the Final Four? Who you got?
Arizona.
Ooh.
I told you Arizona's a better equipped team, man. And they're both sitting at listen, they're both sitting at number two, right? They're both sitting at number two. I called Arizona to win the Pac-12, man, to come out and win the Pac-12. They're representing the Pac-12, sitting at number two. Marquette came out with the same conference of as UConn, came in at number two. Uh, and UConn, what was UConn's record this year, man?
I think they've only lost 3 games. I think they're like 31-3.
With 3 games, who did they lose to? Do we know?
Let's see. Hey man. So let's see. Ooh, they barely beat Marquette.
Hey, for all of you guys that are going to be celebrating St. Patrick's Day on Sunday, man, happy St. Patrick's Day to all of you guys, man. Have a good one. Enjoy, man. Have a green beer, man. And shit,
Ooh,
enjoy, man. Treat your family good. Have something good to eat, man. Um, ain't no way but the TG Sports Media 7 way, man. Appreciate you guys listening in, man. Appreciate you guys taking the time, man, to just follow us, man. MG5 Sports, man, is collabing with me on this one, man. And appreciate you guys, man. And this one is brought to you guys by Caliani Water, man. Appreciate you, man. Like, subscribe, share. We'll get back to it. What you got, Mike?
hey man, they got blown out by Creighton.
They got blown out by Creighton, huh?
Yeah, they
That's
lost
what
to
I'm saying.
Creighton.
That's what I'm saying, man. There's some teams that are there's some teams that could put these guys in a bind. So um and I'm sure those games had intangibles such as morale issues, someone being benched probably. There's always some factors, right? And as you get deep into the season, I look, I played competitive sports, man. I played at a high level. I know how these things go. I've been on teams. I've ran teams. I've coached teams. I know how these things go. You get what I'm saying? So there's going to be a lot of ups and downs, and that's where being and having a good coach, having a guy who can manage all these different personalities and manage all these different things that would arise within a team, man, and being a good leader, right? Being a good leader of your team and raising men, that's where that's the difference of who's going to win this national. It ain't all just about talent, man. You can have talent all day, but technique sometimes wins too. Discipline sometimes wins too. Defense wins all the time. Let's go.
Yes sir, man. Ooh, yeah, they lost to Seton Hall. They lost to Creighton, and they lost to Kansas.
And is Seton Hall? I think Seton Hall still is in this tourney, man. If I'm not mistaken, man. Seton Hall is in this tourney, man.
Stop
They
playing
were in
around.
there last I looked at the bracket. They were in there.
Kansas,
Um,
come on, man. They gotta stop playing around, bro. Get it together, bro. Kansas also beat Houston. They split with them. They got blown out by Houston too.
it's crazy to see a UC in the tourney. You got two UCs going in there, man. You got UC Irvine, 17-3 in their conference, Big West, man, and UC Davis, man, sitting in there, man. And these guys beat out teams like Hawaii, Long Beach State, UC Riverside, and Cal State Fullerton, man. So it's definitely crazy to see some teams that are local from where I'm at here in California in this tournament, man. Other than USC and UCLA. Um, like I said, man, it's pretty cool to see. And these in both of them teams are not in the tournament. You get what I'm saying? That's wild, man.
Them
That's
dudes.
wild.
Hey, so another question, bro. If this was the national championship game, Arizona versus Houston, who you got?
I'd like to see Arizona win this. Um, just because I've been rocking. I've been watching a lot of their games this year, and I feel that they can. But I think Houston is just too has too much power on their team, both physically and from the three range. And we've seen what Houston can do. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd like to see Arizona win, but I believe that Houston is going to win this tournament as of right now. But my heart is going with Arizona. Go Wildcats. Go Wildcats.
Yes, sir.
And so let me ask you a couple questions, man. So who do you believe is going to be the team that would upset Purdue in this tournament? And not before we get to the title, but within these first on this side of the bracket, if there's a team that's standing out to you, who do you think can um, beat Purdue?
Upset Purdue. Um, yeah. Let me hold on. Let me think. Um, I think Purdue, man. Yo, San Diego State, bro. San Diego State. I think they could beat Purdue. I think Marquette, bro. I don't think Purdue making it out of the Midwest. I think it's gonna be one of them, you know, or maybe even Utah State.
Okay,
But I would I'm really gonna go with the yeah I think yeah probably one of those teams can do it.
got you, got you. Well, yeah, man. Shit, man. This was cool, man. This was cool for us to go live, man. We told you guys we're gonna start doing this more often, man. Mike's gonna go live on his channel, NG5 Sports, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow his channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share TG Sports Media 7, man. We're gonna bring you guys all type of different content on a regular basis, man. Rather if it's boxing, football, women's sports, men's sports, high school sports, all collegiate sports, man. We're gonna bring to you guys, man. So we do appreciate you guys chiming in, man. You're gonna get it both in live as well as pre-recorded videos, images, different things like that, man. So appreciate you guys following us, man. We want to grow these channels, man. We want to grow with you guys, and we want to build and bring something to the culture, man. With the sports, we want to bring something that's clean, something for the kids, man, something for everybody, man. So, like I said, man, appreciate you guys coming and tuning in with us today, man. Mike, you have anything you got to say before we cut away, brother?
Nah, man, not really. Hey, make sure y'all tune in to these big fights and don't miss these big games going on next week. Make sure y'all stretching, y'all hydrating out there, and like, subscribe, and comment. And y'all already
Yeah, that.
know, already know.
Yeah, that, man. Hey, so we definitely gonna be back, man, here for some of these March Madness games, man. We're gonna be tuning in live, man. So appreciate you guys. And we're also gonna be going live, man, with the fight, man. Uh Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney fight, April 20th, Las Vegas, man. Here we're gonna be watching the fight. Mike's gonna be watching the fight from where he's at, man. We're gonna be going live, man, and we're just gonna be doing this thing, man. So would like to appreciate like to have you guys there with us, man. And just go ahead and preset that. At one point, we'll go ahead and put up a thumbnail. We'll put up a preset thing for you guys so you guys can start sharing with your friends, man. Appreciate you, man. Ain't no way but TG Sports 7 Media way. Let's go. Have a good one. Go. Hey, Mike, appreciate you, man. Have a good one, brother.
Yes, sir. You too, man.